From November 14th to 21st, we're inviting you to join us for a powerful trip to Ghana. This isn't just a vacation. This is a chance to walk through the same places where many of our people were captured, held, and shipped off into slavery. So don't wait. Secure your spot today. We're making history by walking through it. Will you be with us?
Flavor's Bar and Grill owners said enough is enough. Check it out.
Who was serving their table? She got kids at home. She gets a percentage of that tip. She worked hard to serve their table. They had a lot of food. It's actually disappointing. It's very disappointing to see that from the community that we actually serve, because we pour into our community. We're a small business, and I see this happening so often to a lot of different small businesses throughout the city. And we got to do something. They apologized. They sent someone up here to pay the bill, but I declined to accept it.
So as you saw and heard there, they basically said that some diners went in there and dashed after they ordered about $200 worth of steak and lobsters and I guess all the bells and whistles. Now they left the waitress unpaid and they robbed the restaurant completely of that money. Now, the owners, they put the video out and they said people on social media was like, oh, I think I know what you talking about. And they turned him in. Now, once that, went viral, he said the people were texting him and calling him, hey, we're sorry, we're going to bring the money. He said somebody, not related to that party, but I tried to bring the money in and pay. And he was like, no, I don't want it. We're going to let the law do its thing. Now, he said, we're going to let the law do its thing because an example needs to be made. We need to send a message that you cannot come in here and eat and leave. Because as he said, our waitress, she has a family to take care of. So you robbed her of her portion of the tips. Now, it is said that 5% of diners have admitted to dashing, to just basically leaving. Now, some reasons were, they didn't like the service or the food took too long. They didn't like the food. But if you're thinking what I'm thinking, you're just a scoundrel. You never meant to pay anyway. You were going to go in there and you were going to eat, burp, and be merry, and you were going to leave. You aren't going to pay. You already knew that, right? Now, the reason why I'm bringing this to our attention is because it's not just us. People from all walks of life do it. But we sure see a lot of us do it. And then when we do it to us. Why? Why are we doing that to us? Now, they said they filed a police report, but the police said, well, I'm going to look into it. Now, if you would have did that to some white folks, the police was like, oh, y'all found them? Okay, bet. We own it, right? But why are we doing that to us? We shouldn't be doing that at all. But why would you want to hurt another black business? You went in there. Sounds like the food was good because you ate it all up. So you didn't hate the experience. You just were not going to pay for it. So I'm with that owner. Now, I know a lot of people are like, well, you should just take the money. He shouldn't call the police. Nah, he needs to do what he sees best because like he said, it needs to be a deterrent from people thinking they can just go up in there. Now, I said, admittedly, in Chicago, because that's where it is, right? University Village, they have about 60 days of good weather where you could sit outside and, eat and all that other stuff. So they said they kind of see an uptick of that in the summer months, people eating outside, and then they ain't looking, right? And then they run off on the bill or whatever the case is. But yeah, I'm with them. Y'all, if y'all got to do a moment in jail, I want you to do that moment and not a moment less. I want you to sit and I want you to think about what you are doing to other people. Because the food that you eat is temporary. You'll digest it and y'all know the rest. But the harm that you do to that business is lasting. You could help that business go out of business because they can't afford to give you a $200 meal for free because you felt whatever reason you just don't want to pay for it. And another thing is, For those of y'all who dine and dash, y'all not scared of being cursed. Now, some of y'all will say, oh, I ain't no such thing. Oh, yes, it is. And that's one of the reasons why I don't steal from people and I don't harm people, because I know that comes back on you. God forbid you in there eating steak and lobster and you dining and dashing and your stomach blow up or something. You know, something bad happened to you because you stole something that you shouldn't have been stealing, should have paid for it. So yeah, I'm with him 100%. Call a man. Yeah, as my daddy always say, put the white man on him and they'll learn a lesson. Right? You put the white man on them, they're going to think twice. But again, I want to say it's not just us, but I'm speaking to us because a lot of times we see us doing it to us. Knock it off. So anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra K Show, here on YouTube.